participants. This is an M4A1. It's a tier 5 American medium tank. It's located on the north spawn of Mountain Pass, and it's under the command of Tactically Moving Downwards of the 335th clan. Game on. Well, this tank is actually armed with a 105mm gun. In fact, they didn't start making those until February of 1944. The M4A1 wasn't actually its designation. It was actually the M4 105 in brackets. And the original ones had the R975 Continental engine, but this one has got the 105mm gun, or howitzer, capable of 410 alpha, 53mm of pen. You did get spotted there. And with the heat rounds, it's capable of doing 350 alpha and 102mm of pen. He's looking for an enemy target just across the bay. Oh, he's found one. And he takes a round from the AMX-13 FL11, who has a 75mm round. He actually managed to get a high roll on us for 128 there, but pops forward and takes a huge hit. But we took a round from the Cruiser 4, the British medium tank, and we took 170 hit points from him. He just fired in another couple that have hit us, and they were APCR rounds at that. So we've taken some damage, but we got damage back. We hit the AMX-13 FL11, and we badly damaged the Cruiser Mark IV with 403 hit points. So technically, that's a fair exchange. Yes, he did lose almost as much, you could say. Well, combine the damage, and you're looking at 301 hit points in return for the damage we did to him of 403. So the M4, basically it's the most produced tank during the war. They built 49,234 different variants of this tank. They only built 33,805 T-34s. And of course the Soviets actually did use the M4 as well. He's having a quick look on the bridge to see if any enemy tanks are going to come in from that direction. Try and go up the ice road, which would be a bit of a mistake, because if they did, they'd meet a Matilda and a Skoda T-34. Okay, he's moving on, because the Stug's found nobody, but he's actually noticed something which is not good, and luckily he's managing to stay on the bridge. What he's noticed is there's only the Lux and an Su-122A guarding the cap area. Now, there are bots in this game, so you can see by the fact that there's a reduced number of players, and the bots are not likely to defend the cap. You can see that Lux is actually a bot. It's got colons in front of and behind his name, so he's not likely to perform like other tanks. He'll probably go straight to premium ammo, and he might get killed fairly easily. Now, the enemy Lux, so we can see now, has just popped up, and he's a real player, and so is the AMX-13 FL11. You can see he's only got 28 hit points of health left. So both of those guys we should be able to take down if they come in this direction. But there's also an M10 on this route, because we can see they're off on the west side of the map. And there's another tank. We're not sure which one that is. It could be a Type 95. Okay, we can see the Lux on our team coming to view. He's got the 5cm gun. You can easily tell that by the fact that he's got a long barrel. The 30cm cannon with the auto repeater is actually a lot shorter. And he was just inspecting the damage on the front of his vehicle, because of course the APCR rounds went straight through the mantler, which is actually quite strong on an M4. Still waiting for the enemy to turn up. Su-122A doesn't appear to be very active, but that can be deceiving. It all depends on if he's actually pumping the shells out. He's showing as a bit of an amateur player because he's orange, but we don't know. He could be a good one. Tier 5 game with Tier 4 tanks in it, and it is on the NA server as well. Now, you may have seen this replay before, because it did appear on the Mighty Jingles channel. In fact, yes, it did. And oh, good shot. It did appear on his channel before it appeared on mine. Uh-oh, here comes the Lux. One shell was enough to take him out. He was using the autocannon because we blocked a shot for 30 hit points, and that's a single shell from the autocannon. One shell goes into the M10, but it's not enough to kill him. It's a low roll. Remember, 410 alpha. Go for the second. Well, we get him with the second round, but we did take a hit from the 76mm gun, and I'm afraid we've lost another 114 hit points, and now we've only got 57 left. Yes, so I did think twice about actually doing this replay since Jingles has already put it up. But obviously, we're open to put our own slant on the same battle if we receive the same replay. And I did receive the replay from Tactically Moving Downwards, but not just this replay, but another one as well, featuring the same tank on a different map. So, yes, it's a case of a subsequent battle, and that's why this is a two-part video. First part's this replay on the Mountain Pass, and the second one is the replay that he did a few, minutes later, an hour later, and he did that one on Siegfried line. So he's going back over the bridge. You can see a Type 95 over in that direction. There's the wreck of the Cruiser Mark IV, just off to the right. Tries a shot back. And the Type 95 appears to have come back, or is he behind? No, he's behind the hill. He's actually behind that big mound of rock. So we're sitting here on this corner at the moment. Nothing to shoot at. There's 4 enemies and only 3 left on our side. There's the enemy arty. If you see the tracer from the enemy arty, which is a Bishop, Tier 5 British SPG, fast fire rate, 4.5-inch howitzer. He's firing the lot. Just the other day, somebody was pointing out to me that the BT-42 is actually the same, carrying the same howitzers on the Bishop and on the Burt. It is actually. Funnily enough, the BT-42 was made by the Finns, and it was basically Soviet tanks they captured and then converted. Lovely shot to take out the KV-220. Now, he may only have got 3 hit points because that's all the KV-222 had left, but it just goes to show that HE does not respect hulls, and that was a Tier 7 hull that he just took out. Okay, crossing the bridge again. So it's 3 versus 3 now. But what we do know is that the looks on our team who's still alive is a bot. And, well, we don't know about the SU-122, but he is a bit of a novice. He's only got a 46% win rate. So he's probably in trouble now because they're capping on the other side. We're going back to our cap area. Got to get a reset. Now, which tank do you think it's going to be in the cap area? More than likely, it's going to be the M8A1 because we know where the Type 95 was seen and we know the Bishop was near their cap area. If it is the M8A1, yes, it is the M8A1. It's been spotted by the SU-122. Then he probably has the 57mm main gun, but he has very weak armor. And this howitzer really does not respect M8A1s because it can wipe them out with one shot. Hello! Well, he timed that one perfectly and got a lovely shot to take out his next kill. He's got 5 kills now. He's 1 short of getting a Top Gun. And the most he can get is 7 kills, if he can get it. But it's now 3 versus 2, which is a lot better than 4 versus 3, as it was earlier. So now he's just got to find the Type 95 and the Bishop. Oh, and there's the Tracer. So we now know the Bishop actually went down the ice road because the Tracer was coming from that direction. So I think he's probably going to go and see if he can spot him using the bridge. It's always a good idea to work out the trajectory of shells when you can see them. When they're flying through the air, it gives you a clue as to where the Arty is and what you need to do next to go and find him. Okay. There he is. Got him. settle. Oh, he fired Snap. The Bishop fired Snap. So did we. But we'll beat him on the reload. And he's out the game. And the Type 95 just hit us from all the way over there. But we can't see him because he's actually hidden. So there's only one enemy left, the Type 95, and we can easily penetrate his armor with the 105mm. Remember, it's 410 alpha, but 53mm of pen, and really I don't think there's any armor on the Type 95 that's more than 53mm. Not unless you fire at the tracks, that is. So it's just a case of seek and destroy now to take the game. And he's got his top gun. He's probably got the highest damage in the game because he's got 2,013 hit points so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a couple of medals, because at this tier, that's pretty good. Now, I did say that they actually did make another 105mm M4. In fact, that was later on during the war, only about 6 months later, because they also made the M4A1 105, and that was made by Ford. And they put a Ford engine into it, not the Continental 975. So it was a different engine. Oh, where we found him? There he is. Okay, now lightly let it settle. Good shot. That was a very, very good game. And he was down to minimum hit points at the end. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a first-class tanker for tactically moving downward of the 335th clan in the M4A1 105. He managed to get a master gunner for getting 5 armor-penetrating shots in a row. Just shows the power of that 105mm, that it can actually penetrate the armor very, very easily. He also got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. On top of that, he actually picked up a Spartan medal because he blocked a non-penetrating shot from an enemy tank when he had less than 10% of his hit points left, and that was when he was on the bridge and the Type 95 round failed to penetrate him. He only had 57 hit points at that time. He also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he got 7, but he was denied the Radley Waters because, of course, there wasn't enough enemy left for him to get one. His win rate from the game, 19,429, which is super unicum and a lot more. So he really performed this tank exceptionally well on the day. Let's have a look at team score. Well, as you can see, it's a bot game because, of course, there's a reduced number of actual players and they don't show the bot results. The highest damage in the game actually went to Tactical. He likes to be called Tactical, actually. 2,634 hit points went to him. Second highest damage was the KB222. Well, you'd expect that with a tier 7 hull. He got 1,600 hit points of damage. And the third highest was the M10 RBFM on the enemy team, who didn't really play it very well because, of course, he just drove in front of Tactical's main gun and he was able to take him out. He got 820 hit points. When it came to kills, yep, Tactical got that as well. 7 kills to him. 3 kills went to the KB222. Everyone else, I've got 1 kill or nothing. And when it came to base XP, Tactical got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. He got 1,119 base experience points. The next highest being the KB222 with 658. And after that, it was the Stug Fear on his own team with 541. He fired 12 rounds in the game, got 11 direct hits on the enemy and 10 penetrations. Again, that 105mm is very good at penetrating the enemy. He also got 1 splash damage as well. 2,634 hit points of damage, of which 856 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see majority of damage was done at very close range. 9 hits received from the enemy, 7 of those penetrated, 2 non-penetrations, and he was lucky to survive all of those shots from the Cruiser Mark IV and also surviving the shot from the M10. If that guy had been a little more clever, he would have actually been able to take Tactical down. 140 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, and so he was nearly getting a Radley's. 42 hit points of damage assistance, and he got 3 defense points when he killed the M8A1 in the cap area. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a profit of 4,909 credits from the game, And he also took away 5,595 experience points, getting a mission completion reward of 4,476. Now, this game actually took place on the 21st of August at 1 or 9 minutes past 1 in the morning on the NA server. Now, I think Tactical really wanted this one to be seen because it was such a good game. And he also had another replay shortly after this one. And although Jingles hasn't featured that one, we will be, because of course Tactical sent it to us because he knows that we will do his replays. We've done his replays in the past. So let's have a look at the second game on the Siegfried line. And here's the second battle on the Siegfried line map. Game on. Now, I said this particular version, the M4A1 with the 105mm, made between February of 1944 and September of 1944, and it had the R975 Continental engine in the back. It's got the vertical volume suspension system, so it's one of the earlier designs. Of course, later designs had the M4A3, and they had the horizontal volume suspension system with the 105mm. He's knocked down the tree to provide a bit of cover. Oh, enemy fire. Ouch. Now, that was an M44 round. Was or used to be 550 alpha. Now they've gone down to 500. We've lost 177 hit points to a direct hit. He's very lucky to be alive, I think, actually, at the moment. Well, he's lobbing shells at that EBR Hotchkiss. As I said, the shell velocity on these ones is 472 meters per second, which is actually quite slow, and it means you have to lead the target in order to get a hit on it. That was close. He's definitely trying to hit this guy. Oh my gum! He actually hit the tracks, the wheels of that EBR. He didn't penetrate the vehicle at all, but he certainly did some damage. Trying to work out where he is. And he hit him! My God, he actually hit him, and that's a high roll, actually. He got 428 hit points, and he managed to work it out. Almost a blind shot, you might say, a leading shot on target. Fires in again. Doesn't get it this time. There he is. He's gone to ground. He's gone behind the bunker. He knows that Tactical's rather good with the gun, so he's not going to give him any more opportunities to actually shoot at him. So I think we might have to turn around and deal with some of the other enemy targets. But great shooting. Really good leading shots there on the enemy. He's still looking. There's the EBR still behind the bunker. He's looking in. I'm having to take control of the camera because it looks like he's doing his inny-outy thing with his reticule, which is making it difficult to watch. Jingles would probably stop him from doing that as well. Okay, you can see the ELC out there. Looks like he's got the 76mm gun, or is it 75mm? I think it's 75mm, because of course he's can turn his turret all the way round. Okay, we've got other tanks to kill. Oh, Chaffee! Okay, line him up. Oh my gun, that was an amazing shot! And his gun's up with good reason. Look at the hole from the Arty there. Yep, that was a magnificent shot on the Chaffee. He led the target just enough and popped him one shot and took him out for 327. Superb. It takes a lot of practice to do that so efficiently at this tier. Okay, SMV CC56 around the corner. Tier 7 game with tier 5 tanks in it. Well, you can see a BDR, but he's just the other side of that building where the arches are. And he's looking through the arches trying to get a shot. You need to be careful. That guy's got a 90mm gun. Okay, we can see him now. We can shoot. He tries to go for the cupola. And unfortunately, we get hit with a 90mm, and the enemy Arty's trying to get us again. It's that M44 just damaged our tracks. I wouldn't take another shot. I'd pull back because that guy knows we're here and he might try to do it again. We lost 277 hit points from that 90mm round. Okay, what's the other side here? Arty's firing at something. And it's a KV2. Well, he fires one round in, gets 362 off that one. Again, it's another low roll. But it's a fair amount of damage. And looks like we got some spotting assist on the KV2 as well. Okay, KV2 just fired. Or somebody did. I think it may have been the OI, but the OI on our team just got taken out by their KV1. That Hotchkiss we saw earlier, he's actually come inbound now and he's after our Arty. I can see, oh, he just got shotgunned. The enemy Arty just took him out. T-78. Okay, that's the tank destroyer, the premium tank destroyer with the Chaffee hull and the Jackson turret. And before we can take a shot, he gets taken out by the Super Hellcat. Okay, he was having a bit of difficulty there. He was too close to the wall and he couldn't turn his vehicle. Now, as far as we can tell, the KV1's just around the corner. He's been spotted there and he's moving in our direction. The Wolverine's behind us. He's in the north as well. And there's the BDR again. Just spotted, just popped up. Just to the north of the town square. Still got quite a lot of hit points. The SMV's just around the corner. Okay, we should be able to get a shot at the SMV. Oh, he's just been killed by the Super Hellcat. So that Super Hellcat's got 4 kills now. BDR's coming our way, or was. It's a Wolverine. And the Wolverine has gone down as well. Our EBR got him. So it's 5 versus 5 now. We're looking for the BDR. Uh-oh, T29. No, we did get spotted. EBR, the BDR just tried to get in line to get a shot on us, but he's backed off again. And there's the BDR. He's actually gone the other way. He's headed to the north. We might be able to get a free shot. Hello. Well, he did take a hit. And the Super Hellcat nailed him, so he's out the game. So now it's the KV1 that we need to kill. It's just around the corner, if you remember. Bit dangerous poking out like this, but you never know. Oh, he's actually the other side, so he's not where we thought he was. He's actually just the other side of the building. So can we get a shot? He's coming our way. We need to back up. Let our teammates get a shot as well. Here he comes. Get ready. Oh, well. He's gone. Yeah, we got a shot into him. And we got the fire. And the fire's what killed him in the end. So he did take a hit on us, though. Only 73 hit points, but we're now down to 73. So we're low on hit points now. So now it's just that T29 and both Artys on the enemy team to us to worry about. But the problem with the T29 is he's got good armor. So we need to be very worried. Oh, almost flipped there. We need to be very worried about that guy. There he is. We get a shot. He's turned side onto us. We should be able to hit him here. Going over the Dragon's Teeth. Okay, I think he wants to get the Arty. He's decided to keep the T29 in sight so the Arty can have a go. It's a one. It's with our Arty. It's a 105 LEP H18B2 and the Burt. The EBR's going to try and help us. He's just found one of the enemy Artys. It's the SU-122A. He's going in. He's hit them once. The Fifi's had a go. Can we get a shot? Oh, yes, lovely kill. Second kill of the game, but the T20, oh my gum, he just bounced around off the top, and he's actually firing the 105mm because he got 320 hit point bounce there. That's the 105. So he has got the top gun. He can wipe us out with one shell. You can see where the shell hit. It was just on the rise above the mountain. Very lucky to be alive. Okay, there he is. Can we get a shot into his rear? Well, it looks like it didn't manage to get through his engine deck. And that one was a bit late. Okay, so it's 5 versus 1 now. He's headed north, which makes me think he's after our Arty. There's no need for us to cap, even though they're indicating cap. I think they want... Yeah, it's actually, one of the team is actually saying cap, but no, we don't need to cap. We can just kill the T29. The only problem is that we're going to look a very tasty morsel to this T29, because we've only got 73 hit points. There he is. So he definitely saw us. Definitely saw us. He's coming our way. That one hit him in the tracks. We need somebody else to hit him at the same time we do to take a kill. Oh, that one definitely got him. He managed to get 360 from that. 360. We need to turn. Just turn sideways to him. Not this way. No, turn. That's it. That's it. Now, wait for him to come in front, and yes! He got so distracted in that by the EBR that we managed to get the kill shot and won the game. Well, that was a much more difficult game to fight than the last one on Mountain Pass, and it showed Tactical does have great skill with the 105mm gun, even to the effect of actually lining up a leading shot on a target and plopping them out of the game with just one round. You saw that Chaffee just detonate the moment the shell went in, and he was out the game just like that. And also getting shots on that enemy EBR at range, well, that was just nothing short of a brilliant when it came to it. He got a first-class tanker out of that game. He also got an arsonist for setting fire to an enemy tank. In fact, it was the KV-1 he set fire to. He actually got the shot in on the engine bay, and somebody else fired at the KV-1 at the same time. But it was the fire that he set that actually killed the KV-1, so he got that kill as well. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. It's showing 4, but he must have got 5, otherwise it wouldn't actually be awarded. And on top of that, he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game. His win rate was 11,838 in this one, slightly less than the Mountain Pass game. But I think this was definitely the better tactical map, tactical game, because he actually did have to think about how he was going to deal with that T29, because that was a guy with a very powerful gun who could have taken him down very easily if he played it right, but the T29 didn't. And as a consequence, Tactical was able to get the better on him. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he was. Well, he got the highest damage with 2,962 hit points of damage. Second highest damage was that SMB CC56 with 2,548. And the third highest damage was the Super Hellcat on our team with 2,485 hit points of damage. The EBR on our team, by the way, got a Pascucci's medal because he killed both enemy SPGs according to this list, so we didn't get the kill on the SU-122A. He did in the end. When it came to kills, we can see the highest scorer was in fact the Super Hellcat. He got 5 kills. A lot of those were one-shots where they were almost out of hit points and he managed to finish them off. But 3 kills went to Tactical and also to the EBR Hotchkiss on our team. And the rest, well, the third place, you could say, the Jagdpanzer 4 on our own team got 2 kills. And the KV-1 and KV-2R got 2 kills as well. When it came to base XP, he got 1,212. That's the highest. The second highest was the Super Hellcat 1,052. They were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base. So he got the top in 2 columns, just missed out on the number of kills. Third place goes to the EBR Hotchkiss with 807. Now, he fired 21 rounds in the game. He got 13 direct hits and 8 penetrations. I think the shells that actually missed the target were the shells he was firing out into the field at long range, trying to kill the EBR. Couldn't be certain where the EBR was going to be, but he did get some good shots in, as I said. 2 splashes as well, 2,962 hit points, of which 755 was at more than 300 meters. Those were the shots on the EBR. So he did get a lot of damage on that guy. 4 hits received, 2 were penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and 2 hits by way of splash. Yes, the splash ones were, of course, the Arty right at the start of the game. He got the penetration shots that came in from the BDR, managed to get a 90mm round into us, and he managed to block the shot from the T29. As I said, that was a 105mm round that bounced off the top of the turret. Very lucky on that. It could have been overmatched on just the caliber alone. He also blocked damage of 320. That's the 105 round. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, 221 hit points of spotting assist in that game. Now, on a free-to-play account, he actually made a loss on this one. 34,569 credits. It was down to the consumables, actually, in the end. And, of course, he did have high ammunition costs. But he did have 1,212 experience points out of the one as well. So, yes, both battles lasted about the same time. This was the better one, I think. But the previous one has featured on the Mighty Jingles. And that was interesting as well because he was facing a lot of bots in the game, but he still came out on top. Hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.